Welcome to Southwest Desert, where adventure meets the arid beauty of the American Southwest. Join me as we explore Southwest's lost historical characters, stunning desert vistas, forgotten Native American history, or tales of lost gold mines. There's always something new to discover. Subscribe now and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on our latest desert adventures. Let's journey together into the heart of the Southwest Desert. Sit back and enjoy. Welcome to Southwest Desert. Today, we're traveling to Clayton, New Mexico, where one of the West's most notorious hangings took place, an execution that would go down in history not just for its subject, but for its grotesque and spectacular failure. Step into the Eklund Hotel bar in Clayton, and you'll find yourself face to face with history. Hanging on these walls are photographs that tell a story so shocking that some visitors can't bear to look at them. They document the final moments of Thomas Black Jack Ketchum in what became one of the most infamous executions in Western history. Clayton itself, nestled in the far northeastern corner of New Mexico, might seem like just another quiet town at first glance. But beneath its modest exterior lies a rich tapestry of outlaw history. The municipal cemetery, which houses Ketchum's grave, stands as a testament to one of the most celebrated, or perhaps notorious, events in the town's history. While Clayton may not boast many tourist attractions, its connection to the dark tale we're about to tell has preserved its place in Western folklore. Let's wind back the clock to 1863, to a young boy growing up in San Saba County, Texas. Nobody looking at young Tom Ketchum would have guessed he'd become one of the Southwest's most notorious train robbers, or that his death would become a cautionary tale about the importance of properly measuring rope. Like many young men of his era, Ketchum started his career as a legitimate cowboy, working alongside his brother Sam. The brothers made their living on the dusty trails between Texas and New Mexico, participating in cattle drives that helped shape the American West. They were known for their skill with cattle and horses, building a reputation as capable cowhands across West Texas and eastern New Mexico. But somewhere along that hard-scrabble path, the Ketchum brothers decided that honest work wasn't paying enough. Thank you for joining your desert frontiersman Alan for another Southwest adventure. If you would like to help support my channel and time, hit the super thanks heart icon on the bottom of the video and contribute. This is very helpful. Relax and enjoy. Their first major crime came in 1895 with the murder of John Powers. It was a turning point. There was no going back to the straight and narrow after that. They fled Texas jurisdiction, setting up operations in New Mexico, where they found employment at the Bell Ranch. But this wasn't a return to honest work. It was just a cover for what would become a string of increasingly bold crimes. The Ketchums soon discovered that trains were where the real money was. They assembled a dedicated criminal gang and began targeting the iron horses that crossed the Southwest. Their operations spread across the region, building a reputation that struck fear into the hearts of railroad workers and passengers alike. But here's where the story takes an interesting twist. Our man Tom wasn't even supposed to be Black Jack at all. Historical records show that the nickname was actually a case of mistaken identity. Law enforcement had confused Tom Ketchum with another outlaw, Black Jack Christian. But Ketchum, showing the kind of practical thinking that marked his criminal career, decided to keep the nickname. After all, why waste a perfectly good, fearsome reputation? The name stuck, and his infamy grew throughout the region. The gang's operations weren't always smooth sailing. Their criminal enterprise led to deadly confrontations with law enforcement. 2 lawmen fell in vicious ambushes, and the body count continued to rise. The gang's activities extended from local store robberies to more ambitious train heists, each success emboldening them further. But it was Sam Ketchum's death that marked the beginning of the end for Black Jack. Without his brother and with his gang dispersed, Ketchum made what would prove to be a fatal mistake, attempting a solo train robbery. It was August 1899, and Ketchum's luck had run out. A quick-thinking train conductor put a bullet in his right arm, leading to his capture. The wound was severe but not fatal, though perhaps, given what was coming, a quick death might have been preferable. This brings us back to Clayton, New Mexico, and the morning of April 26, 1901. The crowd gathering at the gallows had no idea they were about to witness something that would burn itself into the town's memory forever. Some were there hoping to see a last-minute rescue. Rumors had been circulating that Ketchum's allies would attempt to save him. But Black Jack knew better. He'd been abandoned by whatever friends he had left. The execution team's inexperience would prove catastrophic. They made a series of crucial mistakes in their preparations. The rope wasn't properly pre-stretched, a critical error that any experienced hangman would have avoided. They failed to take accurate height measurements or properly account for Ketchum's weight. Even the ground clearance was miscalculated. But nobody realized these errors until it was far too late. Ketchum's final speech was exactly what you might expect from a hardened outlaw. He showed absolutely no remorse for his crimes. Instead, he actively advocated for the criminal lifestyle, recommended extreme violence, and endorsed train and bank robbery as viable career choices. His final piece of advice: shoot quick and straight and to kill. If you don't, someone else will get you. What happened next was captured in horrifying detail by a professional photographer who had been commissioned to document the execution. When the trap door opened, the combination of errors proved catastrophic. The rope, not properly stretched and at the wrong length, acted like a blade. Black Jack Ketchum was completely decapitated, blood visible beneath the hood that covered his face. The photographs taken that day, some of which still hang in the Eklund Hotel, show the gruesome aftermath in stark detail. The crowd, which had come expecting a standard execution, got something far more shocking. Some fainted. Others, in a macabre turn of events, posed for photographs with the deceased, grim souvenirs of a day that would go down in Western history. The undertaker had to reattach Ketchum's head before placing him in a pine box coffin. He was initially buried in Boot Hill, but in 1933, his remains were relocated to the municipal cemetery. Today, a modern headstone marks the spot, serving as one of Clayton's main tourist attractions, though some say it's better to visit in daylight. The execution photographs weren't just tucked away in some dusty archive. They were widely circulated in outlaw literature, with the most notorious image showing the aftermath of the decapitation. These photographs remain on display at the Eklund Hotel, serving as a grim reminder of frontier justice gone wrong. For decades, the Ketchum family kept their connection to Black Jack a secret. The shame and notoriety of his crimes and execution led to generational silence. But recently, that's begun to change. His great-granddaughters have visited Clayton, breaking decades of family silence and connecting with a history they'd long kept hidden. The town's preservation of this history serves multiple purposes. It's not just about maintaining tourist interest, though that's certainly part of it. These artifacts and locations have genuine educational value, helping people understand the complex realities of frontier justice and the thin line between law and chaos in the American West. Black Jack Ketchum's tale is more than just another outlaw story. It's a testament to how quickly the path from honest cowboy to notorious criminal could be traveled in the Old West. It's a reminder of how justice, even when served, could go horribly wrong. From his early days as a Texas cowboy to his evolution into a feared train robber, from his final failed robbery attempt to his spectacularly botched execution, Ketchum's life and death encapsulate an era of American history that continues to fascinate us today. His story reveals the complex nature of frontier justice, the fine line between legend and infamy, and the lasting impact one man's choices can have on a community's identity. The photographs, the gravesite, the hotel displays, all serve as tangible connections to a past that, while often romanticized, was frequently brutal and unforgiving. As we leave Clayton behind, we're reminded that sometimes the most powerful historical lessons come not from the successes of great men, but from the spectacular failures of ordinary ones who chose extraordinary paths. Join us next time for another Southwest Desert tale. Check out my large catalog of video and playlists of Southwest historical stories and Southwest lost gold legends. Don't forget to look at my adult bedtime stories collection. Happy trails! Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more great content. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.